Since the year 1914, and we officially opened as Universal Studios back in the year 1915. Since that time, we've done over 8,000 productions here on the lot, and if you're lucky, I'm going to name every single one of them for you today.
Ooh!
I'm kidding. Yeah, please be aware that there may be some water effects. I know it's getting a little bit chilly right now, but if you're seated towards the outside gates, just be prepared for a little bit of water action.
Oh, chat.
It's fine, about it.
We have some filming going on the lot today. So if by any chance you see me put this up on the screen, it means that we are in active filming area.
Oh, exclusive, an exclusive,
You guys
live.
yourselves. And speaking of,
what we should do?
we are on.
We should do a Hollywood tour, like,
Yeah,
and
we will
stream
be.
it.
I tried to do one and it effed the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They what?
I tried to do like one of those Hollywood Hills tours where you get in a train and or
Hills,
a bus. Oh, really? Is it different?
The hills, there's no service.
It like takes you to different celebrities' homes or whatever.
You would do that, you stop.
No! I thought it'd be fun for stream, but it effed the whole time.
You were like, let's do the stalking tour.
I didn't realize it was a stalking tour until we were on it, and then I was like, wait, this is creepy.
And you were like, wait, this is awesome.
I thought it was like taking you to places that like things were
You brought a
filmed.
notepad out, taking notes.
No! Except for one of the places, like, this is where Whitney Houston overdosed, and I was like, shit. And they're like, this is where Michael Jackson died. I was like, why are you taking us here? Yeah.
Is that a Hollywood tour?
Yeah, it was weird.
What?
This is Hasan's house. I was like, oh, we already knew.
Yeah, we know where that is. Everybody knows.
This is busting. They have like a stream deck. You see they have overlays and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Scenes and shit.
He should go live.
It's very nice of you to say that I would be on the Hollywood.
Is this normal smog? You can put anything.
It is really smoggy. Oh, look, that's us.
Honestly, that's pretty normal for here.
That's insane.
I remember that even when I was young.
Wait a minute.
We go underwater.
The bus crashes on the screen.
And if you have just joined us, welcome aboard the Universal Studios tour, everybody. If you have small children with you, please make sure they're locked in now. Now that we have just about everybody on board, does everybody have a pair of 3D glasses with you? Yeah! Does everybody have a pair of these things?
Yeah.
If you do not have a pair of 3D glasses, raise your hand. We'll get some to you immediately.
Will it work? Put it on for a second. Let's see what it looks like. Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, we did it last
Look at
time.
that! Oh shit! You see that?
What was that?
The preview, the bridge crashes. Wait, is our bridge gonna crash too?
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, this ride is. I'm gonna die on this ride.
That's a joke. It's a joke.
That's content. It is content.
It is. Yes.
Yeah, I won't be shy to say it, man.
Looks
Bus
like we have
crash, it's
our
content.
last
Thank you.
guest joining us.
On the sides, much colder.
Gonna ask you to slide all the way across the aisle, make room for everyone.
Chat, can you see properly when she does that?
You just joined us. Welcome.
Just break them.
3D glasses with you.
I did earlier. They seem fine.
Yes.
Yeah, Judy, I think to put it on the camera, it's maybe break them.
Difficult to see King Kong 360
No?
3D or these
Maybe.
special effects.
No, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it.
Don't break it.
Without the,
I'll just pop it
3D
out.
Glasses, so you don't have to
No, I pop it out and then.
wave your arms around wildly.
Oh!
Okay.
Fingerprint on it.
All right, well,
Wait, hold on.
I gotta wipe it off. There's a leg.
There's a major lag. What the fuck? That leg is crazy.
The lag?
Yeah, if you're wearing your 3D glasses, you really don't need to do that right now. I'll let you know when it is time to put them on. The world out here, it really is in 3D. If you're looking over there off to the
There you go.
right-hand side,
Yeah, it's good now.
They're all laughing.
if you're looking out there off to the right-hand side, you can see our close neighbors, the Warner Brothers
No, 'cause I
Studios.
can put them
Beyond
both
Warner
on.
Brothers are the Disney Studios, and all that
Why not?
construction going on down there with those great big
You'll be fine, Chad.
concrete warehouses. Universal is expanding their universe. Those are 8 brand new sound stages.
Yeah, I'll do both. That's how it works. I know.
Right up here, if you can see the at the bottom of the hill.
I know how it works.
Big, it looks like concrete boxes.
Chat, type s'mores.
Big buildings has 2 sound stages in it, so we're gonna have 8 brand new sound stages. Okay, it looks like we're on our way, everybody. So raise those hands, wave goodbye to the people who are leaving.
Chat, say goodbye.
And we're about to embark on our
People,
journey that's
bye.
gonna take us up to
This is gonna be fun.
this movie studio. We wouldn't be able to do it without our driver. This is Gerald. Everybody say hi, Gerald. Yeah, and now, you may be familiar with the guy that I'm about to introduce if you've watched Saturday Night Live or The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. It is Jimmy Fallon.
Welcome to the Universal Studios. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guide
Oh, the incredible Donald.
and the greatest driver.
The fantastic Gerald.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
The incredible
it
Donald.
owes me $5.
Why does his face structure look like Mr. Beast for some reason?
A few safety rules.
Yeah, everybody, we do have a few safety rules to go over. First, if you need assistance or if you have a medical emergency or if you drop something of value off the side of the tram, or if you have any sound or video issues, please reach up and grab that red E-cord that runs along the center of the tram ceiling, and I will be back to assist you as soon as it's safe for me to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need assistance. The studio tour is private property. And if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that red cord and remain seated. And please, no smoking of any kind during the tour. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden movements, clear effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them. You don't want them to get wet. And finally, for your safety and the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you're on board. And that's about it for a safety.
I think they mean like that, like this. But now this is like a.
We're good. We break the rules.
This we call it POV stick.
From the very first movie shot on the lot back in 1915.
We paid extra to use
To
this.
some of our more current hits. And Universal is a city. Yep, we're a real city, and like any real
Breakfast
city,
Club?
look over here, up to the
tiny
right
bit?
side, you can see
That's
we even have our own
Land
fire
Before
station.
Time.
This is
Ooh.
station number 51.
Oh, it's
We got the
stinky.
number designation 51 from a TV series that shot here on the Universal lot back in the 1970s. And that TV series was called Emergency.
Jurassic
As
Park.
we head on down the hill, we're coming into
I've never
our
seen
major
Schindler's
part of the
List,
movie studio. It's
but I've
called
seen
the
Schindler's
Front Lot.
Fist.
The studio is divided into 2 major areas, front lot and back lot. The front lot is the nerve center of Universal. It's where we have many of our sound stages. but it's also where
I
we have
love the Grinch.
offices, and it's also where you find our pre- and post-production facilities. Over here, off to the left side, is one of our largest sound stages. It is our largest single sound stage, and that's sound stage number 12. 12 has been used for some of the biggest movies in Universal history. If you take a look, that's where we built Frankenstein's laboratory back in 1931, also Dracula's castle. It's where we built the mansion for Scarface. Also, we shot that clock tower sequence from Back to the Future inside Stage 12. It held the visitor center for Jurassic Park. Whoville for Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, even a resort for Kelly's Retreat. Here in the front lot, we have soundstage number 1, home to the Kelly Clarkson Show. And if you look over there off to the left, you can see stages 18, 19, and 20, currently being used for the television series Bel Air. Bel Air is a continuation of the television series The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And then if you look off to the left, you'll see stages 16 and 17. They have been the home for the television series Superstore, starring America Ferrera and Ben Feldman. Those 2 sound stages held the main set for the Cloud 9 Superstore. Currently, 16 and 17 are being used for the 2nd season of the television series X. And then over there, off to the left, if you look quickly, you'll see a big white and gray building. That is the Carl Laemmle building. It's named after our founder, Carl Laemmle.
Oh,
In
costumes.
that building, on the top 2 floors, you will find the home of Universal Pictures. So if you're in a movie theater and you see that big globe come up on the screen with Universal written across it, comes from that big building right behind us. Also, over there, off to the left, you see all those trailers, the Star Wagons? Those are dressing trailers for the cast members of the TV series Hacks, which not only films over there in 16 and 17, but right here in stage number 21. You can see the doors of the soundstage are open, and you can see a little bit of early construction for sets for the TV series Hacks.
I don't know what that is.
The same soundstage that Ron Howard used for Apollo 13, that's where we built Mission Control. It was used for the Mindy Project, starring Mindy Kaling. And was also the home of the Palace of Genovia for Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement. Coming up over here off to the right-hand side, we have stages 41 and 42, currently being used for the TV series Never Have I Ever. And then coming up after 41 and 42, we have 43 and 44, home to the television series Mr. Mayor, starring Ted Danson. Ted Danson is no stranger to the Universal Laugh. He's been here
Miss Kid made it.
for CSI, Frank's Investigation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't any of this.
Anybody got a star sighting right over here off to the left? Yep, look, there's Ted. Toasting you with a very dirty martini. Ted is toasting you because he just landed his own television series streaming on the Peacock network.
What is that?
Ted is standing outside of some of our production bungalows. At one time, the bungalows over there were the dressing rooms for big stars like James Stewart, John Wayne, Doris Day, Rocky Hudson. They all had their own bungalows here. But nowadays, stars have their dressing rooms housed in motorhomes and trailers. So
It's kind of funny because like we're new media trying to understand all
back lot or out on location, anywhere the star goes. So all of these bungalows are now production offices for people like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whose office is right over here, up to the left-hand side.
Here go say hello.
And then coming up, you'll see.
I'm getting out here.
Distance, a sign that has an MP on it. That's Mark Platt Productions. Mark Platt, producer of the stage show Wicked, and soon-to-be film version of Wicked, also Dear Evan Hansen. We have Elizabeth Banks, production officer, Brownstone Productions, and then right beside that we have Bungalow 5195 with the profile of Alfred Hitchcock, because that was Mr. Hitchcock's office when he was making movies and TV shows here at Universal. Also on the left side, two of our newer sound stages, 22 and 23. 22 recently was the home of the last season of the television series Will and Grace, which was recorded in front of a live audience right over there in stage 22. The building in front of it is actually attached to those two sound stages. Those are post-production offices where we can go ahead and start doing the editing for whatever is taking place inside those two sound stages. Right now, stages 22 and 23 being used for the television series Kenan, starring Kenan Thompson, but they were combined. The two stages were opened up, the wall between them disappeared, and that's where they did World of Dance, the dance competition show, and they were also open for America's Got Talent. Now, we're moving from the front lot into the back lot. We are kind of crossing over the border here that separates the two. Front lot, basically the business center, and it's where we have many of our sound stages and post-production facilities. But out here on the back lot, we have mostly big outdoor sets. These sets are massive. If you look over here off to the left, you can get a preview of what's coming up. This is called our metropolitan area. The metropolitan area is made up of giant sets that look like city streets, and we can dress them up to look like any city in the entire world. Just think about it. Have you ever seen a movie called Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me? You thought that you were in London, but you were actually out here on these backlot sets. In the movie Transformers, we made you believe that these backlot sets were the city of Los Angeles. Yes, we did do some establishing shots downtown, but then we did most of the special effects shots right here. Also,
Wait, I thought
the
they blew
amazing
the city.
Spider-Man filmed out on these streets. Spider-Man 2.
Spidey-Man.
Made you believe that this was New York City. It's really easy to do.
I love that.
Really not so easy.
No, it's not BatChest.
It's not. You see, what you do is you decorate the like the city it is you want them to believe you're in. So if we want you to believe that we're in London, we might put one of those beautiful red phone booths out there. We'll also put license plates from England
Toby
on all
Maguire's
of the
production
vehicles to make sure
studios
the
next to
vehicles
the
match
Yonkers
the
for many
location.
years.
Any signage that we would put out there on the street
blast
is
cigars
freestanding. The bases are painted to look like the concrete, matching the paint exactly to the concrete sidewalks. And then we'll go ahead and paint all of the curbing. So over in England, they use different colored paints than what we do here in the U.S. That's why anytime that we paint those curbs or the stripes on the street, after the production is gone, we have to bring in the power washers and get rid of them.
Wow.
So take a look at these sets as we pass on by. They look like they're made out of substantial materials like brick and stone, but they're actually facades, just the sides of buildings. And what appears to be brick and stone, those are actually plastic panels that have been formed to look like brick and stone, and then they're painted and put onto the plywood frames. But now we're going to leave that big city area, and we're heading to a remote island. The island that we're going to is called Skull Island.
Oh.
Yes. In 2005, we took you to Skull Island to meet.
No, King Kong.
And here's the director of the movie. I'm sorry.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Idiot. Oh, chat, you might F in here. We F'd in here last time. If we F chat, just pray for us. We might F.
Oh, really?
Let's not put the glasses in the chat.
Chat, I got your glasses. I told them that.
Ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong, and he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart.
Asmongold.
The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are...
Did you guys watch the movie?
He's had
What? Jeff Black in this?
encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes and the various dinosaurs on Skull Island. So
Spoiler!
Beaten up, scarred,
Yeah, what the fuck, Peter?
chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles.
Oh? Wait, so he's supposed to be as old as dinosaurs? Yeah. I
Alright,
swear
chat.
it's gonna be scary, I think.
No, he's not supposed to be as old as the dinosaurs. He's well inhabits an island.
Okay, everybody, and welcome to Skull Island. Everybody, please secure any loose items. Remain seated at all times. Keep your arms and legs inside the railway. And when I'm sure that you are wearing your 3D glasses.
What's happening?
We're gonna go insane mode, dude?
Somebody put the thing recorded.
Let's go Fast and the Furious mode. Okay, this is Bro, that was insane. They can't. I don't know if they can tell how much they just shook.
Okay, everybody, and you want to hold on to your 3D glasses. You are going to need those a little bit later on during the tour. King Kong 360 3D was created by
Actually cool though. The effects were actually so immersive.
The special effects for feature film King Kong, as well as films like Avatar, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Hobbit trilogy.
Here I was thinking like there's no way this thing goes super fast.
I didn't forget your glasses.
The screens that you used were 40 feet tall and 180 feet long.
The audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them.
They're literally describing what we just experienced.
The audience is doing this, these flips.
Okay, bro, we just went through that, you know?
Here you have to take into account that they're looking in all directions. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts. Because it's one giant shot, and this tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Okay. Now, you remember seeing the T-Rex when we were inside, right? She pulled a section of the tram car onto the tracks. Well, the section of a tram car that she pulled off is called a picture car. A picture car is actually any vehicle that's used in front of cameras. And get your cameras ready, because coming up over here, off to the left-hand side, you'll see picture cars that you may recognize from films and TV shows. The first one is Kit, the talking car from the television series Knight Rider. And then next to Kit, we have one of Magnum PI's Ferraris. Take a good look at that, folks. It's a stunt car. It's made out of plastic.
Bro, so much cussy.
Some futuristic vehicles.
The amount of cussy here is unfathomable.
Stone Age vehicles from the movie The Flintstones. But we certainly can't talk about cars at Universal without bringing up Fast and Furious. There you see a couple of cars from the second film, Too Fast and Furious. Also, the gyrosphere from the film Jurassic World. And notice, there is no sphere on the gyrosphere. Yeah, no, we didn't break that glass ball. It just never existed. It was put in using the magic of computer-generated imagery.
Don't lift the veil like this, Donald. Bought the wrong car.
I didn't want to know that.
And speaking of Jurassic World, it all began in 1993 with a little film called Jurassic Park. When Jurassic Park was released, it was one of the biggest openings ever for a motion picture. And now, coming up, we have some of the props from the first 3 Jurassic Park films.
You guys watched the last one?
It was lame. You nailed that line.
So, first up, over here off to the left side, we have a cage from the second film, Lost World Jurassic Park. That is where the Stegosaurus was held captive. Off to the right is a barge from the film Jurassic Park 3. And then over here, off to the left, that portable laboratory was seen in the movie The Lost World Jurassic Park. Here you see it being pushed off the side of a cliff by a very angry Tyrannosaurus Rex. By the way, the cliff that you... Oh no!
What?
Oh! Watch out, folks! We've got cute cuddly Dilophosaurus.
Oh no!
Dilophosaurus. They spit toxic fluid into your eyes to blind you. Don't worry, the toxic fluid that our Dilophosaurus is spitting at you is nothing more than Los Angeles City.
Donald made me scared. Donald's a good actor. Donald's a good
Oh, look.
Yeah, I say the same
That's
thing.
a big ass dinosaur.
And if you look over here off to the left, you can see what appears to be tree stumps out there. Those are from the Jurassic Park movies. You see, whenever we filmed the mechanical dinosaurs, we had to film inside sound stages and recreate the jungles inside sound stages. So those trees that you saw over there are made out of sculpted foam and fiberglass.
Wow.
Even the moss is fake. It's nothing more than sawdust, glue, and green paint. Okay, well, every time we turn a corner out here on the back lot, we could be in a different section of the world. Right now, we've turned a corner and suddenly we are in old Mexico.
Oh, this is
Here in old Mexico, we're going to give you a weather effects demonstration. If we want to have it rain here on the back lot, we don't wait for Mother Nature to come into play. We just go ahead and create it. The thunder is pre-recorded. The lightning is strobe lights. But then we have to make it rain. So if you look above the set, you'll see some sprinkler heads. The sprinkler heads are pointed upward, so the water will first shoot up, then it falls down like natural rain. Now it is starting to get dark out here. The only way that you can see the raindrops is if the lightning is hitting them. And that's how we do create rain for the camera. Even though the raindrops are out there, the camera cannot see them. Water is transparent. So we have to rely on creative lighting, bouncing off those raindrops so that the camera can actually see it. In order to do that, we have to make those raindrops really, really big. So we drill the holes in those sprinkler heads much larger than they would normally be. That way the water can really, really big. If we get too much rain, we're going to get runoff. And look at this. We got ourselves a flash flood. That flash flood is created by releasing thousands of gallons of excited water from tanks at the top of the hill. Water comes down here to the bottom, and we do that effect over and over again. If you look at your screens, you can see how that effect is used in the movie Big Fat Liar.
Rob Schneider is a toaster.
The set that we're in is called Old Mexico. Old Mexico was seen in Three Amigos. You've seen it in Nacho Libre. You've seen it as a Peruvian
Nacho
village in the
Libre, that's
film
cool.
Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, in the television series Community, and also the TV series The Mentalist. But now we're crossing over the border that separates Old Mexico from the Old West. Yeah, here we are in Six Flags, Texas. Off to the right, you can see a livery stable. That is a real livery stable. It's where we board the horses when they have to be working here at Universal. Got their own little hotel right here in 6 Points. 6 Points got its name from the 6 roads that converge right here in the center section of town. Now, things are pretty quiet right now. But if you think back a couple of years to the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, yeah, this was the western town that they used as a set for a television series. The way we make it look like a western town, obviously the buildings look like they're a little bit old and they're built in the western style, but the roadways are all asphalt. We have to bring in truckloads of dirt and sand, cover up all of that asphalt.
Wow.
Dirt and sand. Bring in a few hitching posts for the horses, maybe a watering trough, a couple of bales of hay, a stagecoach, and all of a sudden you got yourself a western town. This was also the Australian outback in a scene from the movie Saving Mr. Banks, the story of Walt Disney and his relationship with Pamela Travers during the filming of Mary Poppins. Our western town has been the site of television shows such as Wagon Train and The Virginian, and also an episode of the television series Murder, She Wrote, which starred Angela Lansbury. If you look straight ahead, everybody,
Take notes,
you'll
Chad.
see a body of water. This body of water is called Park Lake. But Park Lake served as the entire Pacific Ocean for the television series McHale's Navy. It became Central Park Lake in the musical film Sweet Charity. This was the island of Bora Bora in the television series Tales of the Gold Monkey. This was also the Amazon River in a movie called Creature from the Black Lagoon. It served as Gilligan's Island for the made-for-television movie The Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it also
I've never heard of that.
Mississippi River in a movie called The Mississippi Gambler, and it was the Mississippi River again in a television series called Riverboat.
That was a TV series called Riverboat?
Okay, everybody, and our tour is now approximately at the halfway point, so I just want to remind everybody to please stay seated during the entire number. The studio is private property, and if you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord to get my attention. I'll be back to assist you. But Do remain seated at all times, and please keep your masks up over your nose and mouth at all times. We are about to enter stage number 50. Got a special treat for you, everybody. Stage number 50 is what we call a special effects stage. There are two types of special effects. We have visual effects like King Kong. Those are created using computer-generated
they're filming right there.
Then there are what we call practical effects. A practical effect is one that we do right there in front of the camera. So sometimes if we need to blow a car up, we really need to blow a car up. We'll do it right there in front of the camera. But in this sound stage, we have...
Let me tell you about
the train is pulling into the station.
Look, we're in a station.
And
right now, we're going to ask everybody to please remain seated. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Secure any of these items because the earthquake is about to strike. Okay, so I'm your protector. You all my actors. You're friends. You're holding on to your loved ones.
Oh, God.
You look off to the left. But we don't want our audience to get bored. Something's going to happen. Take a look up to the back. And then, I'm going to yell, what? And we put everything back. And then, guess what we got to do? We got to do it again. And again. And again. Because when you're filming a movie, you're using only one camera. In order to get all the shots that you need, you're going to have to film that same sequence over and over and over again from different angles. That way, the editors will have enough footage to put together to make one long dramatic sequence. And that, my friends, is the magic of the movies. Yeah.
Wow.
But, you know, after all that excitement, I think we're going to calm things down just a little bit. We're going to take you up to the east coast of the United States, all the way up to the resort community of Amity Island. Back in 1975, the residents of this sleepy seaside community were terrorized by a 25-foot-long great white shark that they called
Oh, that looks so sick.
Yeah, things are pretty quiet out there right now, but we have been told there's another shark out there. Oh, look at this. It looks like they caught it.
Thank goodness.
Oh, maybe not. Look out there.
Oh,
I see a fin. Not close. We've got a police light out there.
Oh, get out.
One of those nifty shark food cages. And he has to get into that shark food cage. This is not good. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. That's not what we want to say.
Kill us.
What did he say? Clear the area? No, we're not going to clear the area. We're going to move up in this direction. Take cover behind those high voltage boxes and these great big barrels of gasoline. Now, nothing can go wrong, right? Oh, look at that. See that barrel out there? They must have gave it a hook. It looks like they first took the bait.
Oh my God! That's real.
Ooh, that's warm.
Oh, look at this! There's a shark!
Oh, shit!
Blow it up! That was sick.
Donald has put us in
What
a lot
type
of
of shark is
dangerous
that? Thank you! It's a rubber shark!
Oh. Good
And
one, Donald.
You know what? The differences between this shark and the one we used in the movie Jaws, this one works. The one that we used in the movie didn't work very well. First thing that happened when they put the mechanical shark in the Atlantic Ocean, that shark sank to the bottom of the ocean. We actually had 3 mechanical sharks. They all performed in the same way. They all sank to the bottom of the ocean. There were so many problems making that movie. People who worked on it started calling it Flaws instead of Jaws. That's a true story. Yeah, and the shark has a name. It's named after Steven Spielberg's lawyer named Bruce Raymer, who happens to, and he still works for Steven Spielberg. If you look out there across the lake, this is not the set from Amity or from Jaws. This was actually a set from a TV series. You might recognize it. It was called Murder, She Wrote. It starred Angela Lansbury. Yeah, that was Cabot Cove, Maine.
Oh.
That's my favorite movie. It's my favorite
Coming
show.
over here off to the left side, you'll see a residential area. We call this area Elm Street. The houses along this street, most of them are from back in 2006. The one house at the very end, that yellow house with the green roof, that was Boo Radley's house in a movie called To Kill a Mockingbird. Then over here, off to the right side, that big white house.
I'm freezing. I want the fire.
Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. It was built inside soundstage number 12 and then moved out here to the backlot after the production was finished.
Goody.
That is what we call a practical set. It has both an interior and an exterior design for filming. That house over there, off to the left side, that is what we call a facade. It's just the front and the sides of the building has absolutely nothing inside. The roadway that we are on right now, we call it Wilderness Road. It's actually Steven Spielberg Drive. But we call it Wilderness Road because we're pretty much out here in the woods.
That's so
if
dumb.
you look off to the left,
They're like sharks
I was thinking about that too, though. Straight up, like,
wasting grass. Yeah.
time.
just for this tour, though, the amount of water that they use is crazy.
Also, in the TV series
And fire.
CSI, Crime Scene Investigation,
And shark.
when it was filming here on the Universal lot, many times
We're back,
the
okay.
investigators were going into a wooded area outside of Las Vegas. It was really a wooded area over here. Okay, well, for those of you on the left side, you got your chance to see picture cars a little bit earlier. It's the chance for those of you on the right side now to have your cameras.
Oh,
ready,
we get to
because
see
when
cars.
we get more picture cars. You may be
Wasting
familiar
the
with some
rate.
of these.
It's getting a little dark, chat.
Yeah, the little school bus, if anybody knows what that's from, please tell me, because I have the slightest idea. But right beside it, you can see Mr. Bean's little car over there, Mr.
Little
Bean's
school
holiday.
bus. Oh,
We have
Mr.
a few of
Bean's.
the cars from the Fast and Furious.
Oh, that one car's from Spice Girls.
We've got a police car that was used in
Where's
Public
Lightning
Enemies,
McQueen?
the Smith's piano truck that was an old Ford that was used in Oh Brother Where Art Thou. We have Bumblebee out there. You can see the yellow Camaro.
Bumblebee, yeah.
Wasting cars.
Oh, I'm sorry to say, we've come to the end.
That's the car
Yeah. Not our end. It was the end of Marion Crane. Poor
Ah.
dear.
Oh.
Drove up that lonely road.
Ooh,
Just drove up and
scary.
she stayed at this hotel over here. But she never checked out.
Scary.
Because of
Look at that little house up there.
fate. He's a real psycho. Yes, the film that I'm talking about is the 1960 film Psycho, and that sign that you see out there, Bates Motel, that's the original Psycho, or from the original film Psycho. As we approach the Psycho house, because
Yeah,
it's over here off to the left side, you'll notice it is a little bit smaller than a regular house, and it is not a real house at all. It's only what we call a shell. 4 walls and a roof. But if you look up in the second-story window, you might see Mother is still rocking in her chair.
Scary. I don't want to.
Not only is it cold, but also... Oh, she's rocking. Oh, this is scary.
I hate this part.
Okay, now we are coming to one of the biggest sets ever created for a motion picture. We are driving through the
Nuketown.
crash site set
Call of Duty
of Steven
Nuketown.
Spielberg's The War of the Worlds.
Well, I was in it too. Yeah. We watched this originally.
Wasting planes.
This does strike me as a bit of a waste, to be honest, as far as that's
Yeah, this is a real 747.
Hasan caused this, chat.
This is for the film and then torn to bits.
okay.
Is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision of a student.
When you first get to sit down and talk about war and world, I thought, what if the 747 goes down the right now? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You can keep pressing me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just got them closed.
I don't know if I saw this movie. DMCA.
I like those parts.
Robbie, get in.
Didn't he steal like that?
Get in.
Come on, Robbie. Little brat.
Yeah, one of the most common questions or frequently asked questions of us here at Universal is whether or not that's a real aircraft. It really was a real 747. It was purchased by Paramount Pictures.
Whoa, they dropped it?
They flew it here?
They flew it down here?
Out in the Mojave Desert. It was no longer in use, obviously. They bought it for what the price of scrap metal would have gone for, which is about $60,000.
Wow. Hey, that's how much you got to have Shroud come today, Lud.
Obviously, the top fuselage had to be removed. All 4 pieces were placed on flatbed trucks, and it was brought here to Universal in one night. Okay, take a look out there in the distance off to the right. You can see a very large blue backdrop. That's one of the world's largest freestanding backdrops, and it's sitting in front of a very large concrete basin that can be filled with water. We have wave makers and wind machines, and it looks like an open body of water. Here you can see how it was used as a swamp in the film Psycho, but that backdrop was painted to look like the sky. We didn't have computer-generated imagery back then. Also, that's Sam Neill in the films Jurassic Park 3 and the Spinosaurus, the movie The Hulk. Splashdown sequence in Apollo 13 took place out there, and there you see Tom Hanks again, only this is from the movie Sully. This is really interesting, everybody. The airplane that you saw out there, that was a real airplane, and it was floating in the water, and the people, the escape slides, the water, everything was real except for what you saw in the distance. The cityscape was put in using computer-generated imagery. Okay, now I know you're wondering
you might F in here too, chat.
Sullivan's garage over here. I always carry with me my company phone, and I get text messages from our command center. One of those messages said that there has been some criminal activity going